Yep, it's another keyboard modding video. But this is a little different.
In my last video I said
membrane, mechanical, which is superior by the way,
and that still has some truth to it. Mechanical keyboards are still the best variant that you can get, I guess. But I did mention membrane, and that's because membrane keyboards are really affordable and almost everyone is using them, whether that's work or school or somewhere else. And that's all they have going for them.
They fatigue you out way more, they sound pretty awful, and they're made from really cheap materials which makes them less durable than paper. But yes, they are cheap.
So as I've modded and upgraded my actual keyboard, let's see if I can do the same to a membrane one. As always, timestamps will be in the description down below, and if you have any questions about this modding and stuff, then don't be afraid to ask in the comments, but without any further ado, let's get right into the video.
This is the keyboard that we're going to be modding. It's made by this company, but it is a gaming keyboard and it does have backlit LEDs. It's definitely had its fair share of use, and if you go back to my really old videos, you can see my keyboard there as well. It does use a standard USB 2.0 connector and has some pretty basic LED options with, surprisingly, a breathing mode.
It's actually pretty nice.
But first we need a sound test, so this is what the keyboard sounds like.
Wait, oh, the escape key doesn't even work. Okay, so the keyboard doesn't actually sound that bad, which is good to know, but the spacebar is... yeah, that needs some work. So, yeah, let's get onto the modding.
The first thing I tried to do was take off the keycaps. On a membrane keyboard, these are actually really tough to take out. And later on I realized that because it is a membrane keyboard, you can't swap out the keycaps because they use a proprietary cover. So I had to keep those the same. Oh, and when I say that it was hard to take out the keycaps, I mean it was actually really hard with my fingers. So I had to resort to forbidden techniques.
Okay, these are way harder than I thought. I'm gonna use the YouTube trick. So basically, it's where you just cover the camera. Yeah, I still don't know how it works, but it keeps working, so if it isn't broke, don't fix it.
There were these springs underneath the spacebar. I'm not sure why, but it did contribute to a lot of rattle, so I just removed them. And then I just took the time to actually clean my keyboard because many years of it being in a very broken box isn't exactly the cleanest thing ever. See, look how shiny it is now. But anyways, now it's time to take out my trusty paste and switch toolkit and actually do the first mod of this keyboard, which is lubricating the key switches. And this is actually way easier to do than mechanical keyboards, but lubricating the housing is actually really easy. You just paint along the inside of the walls and that's it. Now repeat that 128 times. Yeah, lubricating keyboard switches isn't exactly the most exciting thing ever. So to pass the time, it's better to watch just a YouTube video on the side. But I just hopped on a call with some friends and just chilled there to pass the time.
This is going to take a very long time, I just realized.
Surprisingly, on this keyboard, the only stabilizers here are on the spacebar. So all I had to do was lubricate the contacts on the keyboard and the keycaps themselves. And that seemed to stop most of the rattle. Once that was all done, I tried to remove all the screws on the back of the keyboard so I could do the foam and tape mod. If you're not sure what that is, I did it in a previous video and explained how you could do it. But there was an issue.
Oh, what? Oh no. Okay, so I'm trying to open the back so I can do the foam mod. But it's just pried down, like super glued in. Also, I don't think I need to do it anyways because if you look closely, there's like multiple layers in here and one of them is actually this kind of foam material on the back, which is very interesting. So I just did like 15 screws for nothing. That's amazing.
So there was really no point in doing that myself, and instead I tried to experiment by putting some tissue inside the keycaps. The thinking process behind this is that because they're really hollow on the inside, it will absorb a bit of the sound, making it a lot more quieter and dense. But this also had its issue, not on the keyboard itself, but me. I already did this, like I just did the escape again because I recorded it all in 4K, and the last time I tried to upload a 4K video it took 5 hours to upload. So yeah, just read it. Also, I lost the F10 key because I'm stupid. But yeah, let's see if I take out the function key. See, that has it in. But yeah, with all these mods and everything, let's see how the keyboard sounds now after being fully modded out as much as possible.
This took way longer than it should have.
Yeah, that's what a fully modded out membrane keyboard looks like. Sounds like, I guess. But in short, should you do this? No. You're better off just getting like a mechanical keyboard or something and doing it on that, because they last way longer than this. I mean, look at this shift key. Like, that's definitely seen a lot of use. And the escape key still doesn't work properly. Yeah, this is just to see if you can actually mod a memory keyboard, which you can. And there is actually a big difference. But yeah, just get a mechanical keyboard. So yeah, if you like this video, make sure to like it, and if you like this video, then subscribe. Hopefully we have some different videos coming up in the future. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Alright, bye.